Y'all coming up here today?
Nah. I don't actually. What day is it today? Wednesday?
Thursday.
No, Thursday. Yeah, I was gonna say Thursday. I don't know. Maybe.
No, we scrimmage today, right?
Bro. Get yourselves or like.
Yeah.
Ooh, congratulations.
Then you coming up here today?
Yeah, we gonna be here.
You know we scrimmage today, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna come.
What they gonna say when you hit somebody?
Huh?
Ooh.
You ain't want some drill,
What that mom gonna say? Ooh, my baby.
Well, we are here, brought to you by YFCTV. Shout out my man YFCTV behind the lenses, man. We here with another episode of Unscripted Youth Talk. I'm your host, Coach Dre. If you don't know, now you know. I'm here with another extraordinary young individual, man. I don't think I gotta give no introduction. I'll let him introduce himself, man. Tell the people what you go by. If you want to throw your Instagram in there, whatever you is, let them know.
My name is Davyn Lewis. My Instagram Ask Davyn. Multi-sport athlete. I do about everything, but main sports is track and football.
You heard the guy, man. Ask Davyn on Instagram. We gonna get straight into it, man. How old is you?
13. I turned 14 like 2 days.
14. Okay. Happy early birthday. Any plans for the birthday? 14?
Nah, not really.
Do you think you look 14?
Not high wise.
Heart wise, you do. You know what I'm saying? Early birthday, man. That's a beautiful thing. So, where you at on your journey right now? What's your what level you playing this year?
I'm going to high school, freshman year.
Freshman year of high school.
I'm on JV.
Okay. What high school you attending?
El Cerrito.
Okay. How's the program up there? How do you? Go ahead.
It's pretty good. You know, it's kind of fun being at practice. We do put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
About to start double days, so get our pads Saturday.
Okay.
So
That's
we'll
always
see
a good
what's gonna
feeling for a football player for your past. How do you feel like the work is, like since you've been out there during the summer versus
it's good
compared to Pop Warner?
Compared to Pop Warner, it's way more intense. Do a lot more. To me, I squat before practice and lunge before practice every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I wasn't doing Pop Warner, but last year I did go up there every day to practice before my practice, so it's not anything crazy new. I still know all the people that go there, all the coaches. So
how long you been playing football?
Since I was 5, so it's like 9 years.
9 years. And give us a little bit about your background. You started when you was 5. Was it anything that happened when you first started playing? Cause I didn't believe it, but I think you went viral.
Yeah. When I was like 6, we had this little tournament,
Huh?
and see, I watched football and like
Yeah.
like the night games and all that. It was pretty cool. And since I was
Yeah.
6, it was like something I never seen before. So we're in the finals. We go to play Grant Pacers. I
Shout
do
out
this
Grant.
thing off Friday Night Lights, and it went pretty viral.
Yeah, man. Well, if y'all don't know, now you know you can look him up, man. This young man has went viral. Ooh, we. Please don't hurt my baby. If you know, you know. Um, Let me see. So you started when you was 5. What do you feel developed you is to the player that you are now? Like your work ethic, your archetype as a player. Shit, I'm gonna be honest. I've seen you play like your heart. Where do you think that passion and that came from over your years of playing? Was it like a certain person, a coach, somebody along your journey with you, family member?
Now I think it was really my work ethic. I feel like it was just always something deep down, like seeing people taller or more gifted when they were born, and they were just lazy and didn't want to do anything. I feel like that always kind of made me mad. So I put in extra work just so I could prove them wrong, be better than them, even though they were gifted with something else.
Going into high school, the academics is always important for a student athlete, but high school is when they really start. It might be more things emphasized about your academics. How do you feel about like being a student athlete, and do you feel like it's important to make sure that you're always on top of your academics and school before your sports?
Yeah, I do think it is very important, but I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with that. I feel like it's gonna be a little easier because we got block schedule, so that's 4 classes each semester, but it's 90 minutes, so I feel like I'm gonna have a little extra time because it's only 4 to worry about, really 3 because I got PE. That's not really anything to worry about. So I feel like it will be a little easier, and then going into football, so
What Pop Warner team you played for?
Richmond Steelers.
Okay. Was that the team you wanted to play for?
Yeah, I started when I was 5. At first, I didn't have a jersey because I really wanted number 4, but one of the older kids took it because he was 6 at the time and I was 5.
Yeah.
So then my coach Zeddy, he was like, "Come here," and then he gave me the number 1 jersey.
Yeah.
And I
That's
used
how you
that
got
ever
number
since.
one?
Yeah.
You just stick. Okay. So that's the background on why you wore number 1. You just
Yeah.
stuck with it. Okay. Shout out Zeddy, man. You made a promise to him, man, and he stuck with it. Shout out to Richmond Steelers too, man. Always, man. Hats off. Top of the line organization. Playing for an organization like that, they've been around for a long time. Do you feel like it was pressure playing for, like, not when you were 5, but more so along your journey when you're 10 and 11, playing in them certain games, playing against different teams like the Grants, like the Dynamites? Do you feel like it's more pressure playing for a prestige organization like the Steelers?
Nah, how I just see it is another day, another practice, another day, another game. It was always fun though, playing against his squad. And when we went to play OC Buckeyes,
Shout out OC Buckeyes, shout out his
especially
squad.
when we went to LA for the national championship and finals and we played OG Ducks.
OG Ducks, shout out the Ducks for sure.
It was always fun, especially playing against better teams to see
I like
how
that.
good we really was instead of just playing in the bay.
Yeah, I was about to ask. So like I've watched you over the years a lot, and you don't really mind competition. Well, to be honest, you can't because you've been sort of all the time. So you don't really mind playing against bigger competition or people that's better. Do you feel that will make a player better as far as like if they play up, or like because a lot of parents now are holding their kids back? Do you think that's hindering the kids, or do you think that's making it better, like as far as them getting out? Because you could stay down sometimes, right? But you never do, right?
I feel like, it's a choice, but it depends on the athlete. Because, if they're not good and their parents want to hold them back to be better, I don't think that's really going to help too much. But, like, say their parents got a lot of money and stuff and they pretty good, and they hold them back to get another year before going into high school so they could get better with college coaches and all that. I feel like that's their thing. It's no real problem with it.
Yeah. Everybody got their own opinion on certain things nowadays. Well, like you said, you started playing youth You was 5. Last year was your last year of youth football. Do you feel youth football has changed since you started? And if it did, what dynamics do you feel like it's changed? Do you feel like it's gotten better? Do you feel like have you had any type of issues with, this is called unscripted youth talk? Do you feel like your dad be on you too much or anything? Not on you, but do you feel like parents kind of like make choices for their kids or anything, or do you feel like it's more the parents let the kids decide on things, even at the young age?
Well, me with my dad, yeah, he owned me a lot, but like at the end of the day, I can't really complain too much because if I don't do nothing, I'm gonna just be like the other person, and I can't be average when I got my height problems and all that. So, I mean, can't really complain. And then, like parents now, yeah, it's different because like back when my brother played, and they really got the Bay Area out there and went to Florida for the national championship. I feel like it was different, but nowadays, like the parents are more involved. They complain more and like get mad and all that about their kids playing.
Were they playing times?
Yeah, but then half the time they don't, especially if they're not at practice, they don't really see it. Half the time their kids don't even be doing nothing.
Goodness, man.
They just be sitting there, and when it's time to play, they get mad. So,
Why they wonder, but they wonder why they not in the game.
But that's like when I played for the Steelers, I don't think a lot of my teammates really liked me at the same time, but I think they did because how I saw it, like I always hated people that's like lazy people in general. So I would always yell at them when I was the same age as them. I would always yell and say like run faster, like why are you not doing your push-ups right? Stop being lazy. So they hated me, but then at the end of the day, that's what got us to the national championship because me first 30 minutes of practice, all we did. I had us doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, 100 up-downs, yeah, and then we ran. And then practice really got started. So I feel like that's what really got us all the way up there to that national level to play in the national championship. So
you've been on like a lot of big stages already, kind of with the track. You run track too, right? You've been on a lot of big stages already with football. Do you feel how does it feel? Because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people my age probably never. It's so easier for you guys to get notoriety on things now because of the social media and things like that. But how do you feel like? Do you feel like it's pressure? Like when you playing in a big game, like you said, you went to nationals, you played OG Ducks, or when you went to track meet, you at Oregon or something like that. How do you prepare yourself mentally? You've been in a lot of situations like that. How do you prepare yourself mentally? Things like that.
Like I said before, it's not really a big thing. But my head is just go out there, do what you gotta do. I mean, a bad game always gonna happen, so you can't really think about that too much. You always gonna get hit, always gonna get ran over. I mean, how I think about it is like if you don't get in the game enough. If you don't get hit, so I don't really got a problem with that. I do say I took running track at the Oregon Stadium for granted though. And I'm looking back at it, it was like, dang, I really ran there.
Yeah.
And now you watching like the USA Olympic qualifications run there, so it was pretty cool.
How do those oftentimes us as humans we forget to live in the present moment. How do you like you remember them experiences? How did you feel in the moments like when you ran in that stadium? How did you feel?
I just remember walking down into the tunnel. We was on the underground thing. I wasn't as what's the name? I was still talking to people around me. But then like walking through that tunnel and having a baton in my hand and stuff, it was definitely like a different experience. And then while running, it's like the crowd and all that. It was just a bunch of people.
That's a big thing, man. I think that's gonna help you on your journey, man. I like being around somebody like you, watching you grow for as long as I have. I fan people from a distance. A lot of people don't know. I knew about the viral video, but I didn't even know it was you. Like when I met you, stuff like that. But I seen you play multiple times, and where does it come from? Like the heart, or whatever you want to call it. I seen you carry like people like 2-3 times your size on the carry. Is it just something that was from birth? Some people are blessed with certain things, and you blessed with a gift. Sometimes some of us don't know, but did that develop, or did that come from like somebody you watched, or like where did that come from? Just that, like, that's hard. And a lot of people, like, you've been coached by a lot of people, but you can't teach some of the qualities you have as an athlete. Where does stuff like that come from?
I think I was born with like more of the like confidence thing and the being like helping and like how do I say it, like the heart and just not giving up, but like also like I said with my older brother, him and his teammates that was like brother Washington, Herschel, and Tony. I feel like that really pushed me, and Tony also being small, but
McAdoo, shout out McAdoo.
yeah, he had well I think it was like he had 1,000 rushing yards by like week like 7, 8, but he also lunged every day, 185, 100 yards. So watching that and then now seeing Herschel go D1, Utah State and stuff, I feel like that really pushed me. Always just seeing them go higher and higher.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Shout out Herschel, shout out Big Bro, shout out Dunno, man. Hopefully we can get him on here for an interview. Let me see, man. Is it any expectations or maybe challenges that you have for yourself as a student, as an athlete, maybe your first year, or maybe all your years throughout high school? You know, this is a different kind of journey. Like, I'm sure you're ready for it mentally, but as far as the journey itself, is there anything you got for yourself you want to see happen or develop into or anything like that? It don't got to be on the field, too. It could be off the field, as an athlete, anything.
I feel like I really just want to play. That's the biggest thing. I just really want to play football. That wise, it's just like I don't really know. The only challenge really to me is my height. I feel like I could play better than anybody on the field. It's just the height that hold me back. So I don't really got no
I
struggle
don't think
with
it holds
anything
you
else.
back. I don't think it holds you back. With things like that, it's a mental thing. So you already got a strong mind because it's developed in you because of the height. But I don't think you already got no fear. You know what I mean? You've already developed that. So when you said you want to play, is it far as like just okay? Say if you got a high school scrimmage, I just want to get on the field, or like you got that new NCAA game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, boom. When they ask you like when you're doing your road to glory, what's one of your best things or what you want to do as a freshman, compete for a national title, or do you want to get playing time like early and you want to be on the field? What do you mean by that?
I really want to play because even when it comes to that college level and stuff, just winning a national championship, that don't really get you no scout looks for real. I feel like you could play like I forgot his name, but I was just watching him last night. Like the dude from North Texas, like that's not a big school at
You
all.
got a sharp mind.
But like dude at North Texas, like one of the best wide receivers there is, and he plays at North Texas. So
No notoriety, but he a dog like that.
yeah, like. And he was number 1. I can't remember, but his quote was like, "Making someone miss is like brushing my teeth. I gotta do it every day."
I know you talking about. I forgot his name, but I heard that. But I know you talking about.
Yeah. So
with that, like, cause me coaching as long as I have, I've kind of grown and start trying to let people know, like, yeah, you know, we gonna see like Bama, we gonna see like Georgia, we gonna see LSU and all that, but you don't gotta try to, you know, you strive for greatness, but you don't gotta strive to try to think that if you don't get there, that it's done. What do you like? Do you like? Because you just brought up North Texas. Like, how can I say it? Like, do you feel like you would have to go be one just to like get noticed or get your chance to go to maybe to a combine or maybe to the Senior Bowl or anything like that in college?
not always, cause I'm pretty sure it was Devontae Adams. He started off D2 his first year, and then he went D1. So I mean, it's always a chance. Same thing with JUCO and D3. So I mean, it's not always you could play 1 year D1 and go to the NFL. Really, just off of how you play.
Few people done did it. Is it any college aspirations you have for like it's a dream college? Not even scholarship, because they'll give you scholarships for academics. If you're an athlete and you got 3.0, 3.5, they'll come give you a scholarship. Is there any college aspirations you have?
Yeah, my 3 favorite is Michigan, Oregon, and USC. I feel like I just always like them, especially Oregon with the track team too, and the jerseys. They just look clean, and especially watching De'Anthony Thomas play at Oregon, it just looked.
Shout out, Run
nice.
That. Big six, big Deanthony. Yeah, man, that's a big thing, man. Do you feel position wise, like where do you feel they're most used at best? Because I've seen you in football games. I've seen you in 7-on-7. I've seen you like you got routes. You got routes for sure. So, is it a certain position like you feel like out the backfield running the ball, just being a running back, or like in the slot, or do you feel like you're a utility? What do you feel like? Because I believe you can play defense too. Now I know we know how people think because of your side, but I believe I've seen you play defense. Is there a certain position you feel like you use better at, or you should play more?
I just really feel like what I'm doing now is just running back. But like defense, I do play like little low safety, like strong
Rover.
safety.
Play
Yeah,
rover a lot. I've
rover,
seen you.
bandit. And, like last year, youth football, I played safety, and I came down to blitz sometimes, but that's just. But it was always kind of cool though, cause it would always give me a chance, cause they would always like throw it.
Yeah.
And see, like me, how I see it is like, there's no point of jumping with them when he's 6 feet tall already as a kid. So I just go and hit him, flip him, make him drop the ball, something.
Now you got IQ too, as a player. I've seen that. What are some things that you feel like qualities that a leader should have? Like, you've been a captain a lot, right, on teams. What do you feel like are some qualities that a leader should have? Like maybe in the locker room or before practices, during practices, before games, after games, in the middle of games. It could be because everybody done been in them games where you beating butt 30-0, but what about them games when it's 12-0 and it ain't over? The second quarter, your team ain't got too much going, but it's only 12-0. But you know how body language and momentum be in football, and you know how players can get in situations like that. What do you think best describes or some traits that a leader should have?
I mean, we was just talking about this at football practice. My coach was just talking about it. They came back from a pretty deficit game, almost won. It was like 30. Well, actually, this recent game, they was down by like 2-3 touchdowns in the second quarter. Came back to win against Windsor. So, I mean, it's not always a chance to just give up. And then especially watching NFL games like the Vikings coming back against the Colts. And then also, like leadership wise, I just feel like just not giving up or not even complaining, especially around your teammates, because that always got to affect no matter how.
Especially if you're a leader.
Yeah, no matter how like non-important you think you are, like it just go on to the next person.
Energy,
so complaining,
energy. Energy's big.
Complaining and moping around, like it might even make your teammates more mad, and that just take their mind off the game. So I feel like just not giving up and not complaining all the time. I feel like that's just like big qualities a leader should have.
I liked that. Because basically what you're saying, energy, especially like if you were a certain type of player, like who's your favorite NFL player? Who's some NFL players you watch?
NFL, like old NFL players, I watch Barry Sanders a lot.
Well, if Barry was playing, we know Barry was playing and he showed, like you said, by his teammates, one sign of being fluttered. What you think his teammates would have done? So I respect your answer for that, because a leader sometimes that's just like being a man. They expect you ain't feeling anything or you don't hurt, but inside you might be feeling everything. But sometimes we can't show it. That's a good quality to have. That's rare. Like somebody your age, what you know about Barry Sanders? Because I was actually about to ask, because it's crazy you know about Barry Sanders, small back.
Yeah.
What do you think are some players maybe? Because I'm big on old college. Who you think some players that maybe you remind yourself of their play style or their archetype? I could name a few. Who you think some people like you play like?
I mean, I was just watching, and then it's like a lot of different routes. It was like bigger, like DeAndre Swift at Georgia. He was like 5'9", I think.
That's a crazy comparison.
He was like 5'9", but he was like 217. He was like a bowling ball.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
And then you got dude like I said from North Texas. He 5'9", and then last year at UNC, he was best wide receiver, one of the best wide receiver in college. Like he was like 5'8", 5'9". And then you got like Tavon Austin, he was 5'9". De'Anthony Thomas, he was 5'8". Like, so it's just seeing a lot of those smaller people is like it is an inspiration.
You watch a lot of film on them guys?
Yeah.
I've been watching football and knowing some football for a long time. And one guy that I like, you should go check him out. And he was pretty good at Oregon too. He remind me a lot of Michael James. I don't know if you heard of him. He was a little bit before Deanthony. He came his freshman year. Deanthony freshman year. He was the lead back, but he's a pretty short guy, pretty solid. But he was one of them. You remind me of his play style, archetype wise. But anything you want to finish off with, or let the people know you got a special number you want to shout out, or somebody you want to let them know that you got love for them, thank you for them, anything you want to speak on before we head out?
Nah, just really never give up. It's always a chance for something to happen. Nothing is really impossible. And then like, just the friends and family, especially like friends that's on the football field, to always push me, keep me going, because I don't really like to lose. So always pushing me and making sure I'm not slacking off or complaining or doing none of that. I feel like that's big, especially the upperclassmen there. I mean, they play around, but then when it really comes down to it, they really do get serious.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, we gonna wrap it up on that one, man. I'm Coach Dre, man. I appreciate you, young Davyn, man. This kid will be a freshman at El Cerrito this year. If you want to check him out, EC Gauchos, man, go to the football page. Unscripted Youth Talk Instagram, man. YFC Dream Athletics, man. Ask Davyn at Ask Davyn on Instagram, man. Once again, this is Unscripted Youth Talk. That's a wrap.